knowing that in a sentence there are different positions that we can put relative clauses, let's do an exercise. In this exercise, we have to match the sentence here, down below, or what way it's a river or a stream, with the sentences in the box. It's like this one. Number 1, a waterway, it's a river or stream, which is used to carry boats with goods or passengers. You can say now we're combining these two sentences. We're using the relative clause here, carry boats and goods and or passengers, to describe a stream or river, a waterway. Okay, let's try to look at number 2. The teacher talked to all students. Let's see what students they've talked to, the teachers talked to. Probably it's this one. Students were doing poorly in her class. Okay, so if this is the answer, let's cross it out and put it here. The teacher talked to all students, and you can say here students are people, they're persons, and that's why we use who. Alright, and then as I look at the sentence, it was like students, okay, were doing poorly in her class. Alright, the teacher talked to all students whose students were doing poorly in their class. Probably you would say there is still one problem with the sentence. Why do we have to include that student here? Yes, we can delete it because who already, it's taking the place of a student. It's substituting the word student. It's replacing the word student, and that's why we don't need to put it again. Alright, it's who means the students already. That's why I say the teacher talked to all students who were doing poorly in her class. What students did she talk to? It's the students who were doing poorly in her class. Okay. Let's also look at number 3. The student, and then blah blah blah, will get my votes. Let's see who will get the vote. It's he performed very confidently in the interview. Now here is to talk about the student, is to refer to the student, and then as we've done before, we've done just now, we say the student because student is a person. It's we use who to refer to person, to refer to student. So we say the student who, and then because who, it's already taking the place of he, which is a student, and that's why we can delete the word he, and then we say the student who performed very confidently in the interview will get my votes. Alright, so now we've made a relative clause talking about the student, using who to refer to student because student is a person. Okay, as this is also used, let's also delete this one, also cross out its answer. And then for number 4, let's go on to number 4 to look at that. The couple means two people, alright? The couple were the parents of the bride. Oh, the couples were the parents of the bride. We can say here the couple is two people. May probably be this one. They were late for 2 hours. They were 2 hours late. The couple, of course, we use who to talk about them because they are people. The couple who, and then again, who is taking the place is replacing couple, and it is also replacing they, and that's why we can put away the day here. We can delete the date. We say the couple who were 2 hours late were the parents of the bride. Okay, we use who to talk about a couple because they're people. and this is also used. Let's also cross out this one. Okay. And then for number 5, according to scientists, the first animals, and then were fish. Okay, so let's say the first animals, probably it's a plural form because it talk about animals is more than one. So as we can say here, the options we can choose from, there's only one starting with they, which is a plural form. So probably this is the answer. They had backbones. According to scientists, so the first animals, it's things, they are things, and that's why we use which to refer to it. So which is taking the place of animals, and it's also taking the place of they. We say the first animals which had backbones were fish. Again, the reason why we don't need to put they here, we don't need to say they had backbone, is that which is taking a place, is replacing the they. And that's why we can just delete the they and say the first animals which had backbones were fish. Okay, and this one is also used. Also cross out this one. Then we'll go on to number 6. It says the flowers wilted before he got home. Okay, the flowers wilted means die out. So you can say here the flowers, okay, wilted before he got home. Let's say we have a he here, so probably the he may refer to Ted. Ted is a male name, is a name for man, alright? So it may be the flowers, let's put it here first. Which, we use which because flower is things, and that's why the flowers which. But wait, this time, which, does it replace the name? Does it replace Ted here? No, because Ted is a man's name, it's a person, and that's why which is not taking a place, is not replacing Ted, and that's why we also have to put Ted here. Ted bought flowers for his wife. Let's say the whole sentence. The flowers which Ted bought flowers for his wife wilted before he got home. Alright, let's look at the relative pronouns here. Which to refer to flowers, because flowers they are things, and that's why we use which to refer to it. It is correct, it is okay. But there comes another question with that, another problem with flower here. Because which is already replacing the word flowers, and that's why we can actually delete the flower here. So the sentence is like, the flowers which Ted bought for his wife wilted before he got home. Alright? The reason why we can delete the flowers is that which here is already replacing the word flowers. And that's why it is also replacing this word, it's also replacing flowers. So we do not need to say flowers for 2 times. That's why you can put it away. You say, the flowers which Ted bought for his wife wilted before he got home. We're specifying, we're telling people which flowers. It's the flowers which Ted bought for his wife. Okay, wilted before he got home. This is how we do it. Let's also look at the, let's also cross out the answer which is used already. Okay, here comes the last one. The pillow made my neck hurt. Right? So probably there's only one answer left. I slept on the pillow at the hotel last night. Let's see. The pillow, because the pillow is a thing, and that's why we use which to refer to it. Okay, the pillow which. Let's say, oh, the answer is like this. I slept on, we can say that the which here is only to talk about the pillow, is to talk about things. However, if we look at the sentence here, I slept on. I, it's a person, it's not a thing, and that's why which is not replacing, is not to talk about I. Okay, so I still have to put it here. I slept on, okay, the pillow at the hotel last night, made my neck hurt. Now the whole sentence becomes the pillow which I slept on, the pillow at the hotel last night made my neck hurt. Okay, here comes the same problem, that is, the pillow appeared once already, and then which is to refer to the pillow, and then again now we're talking about the pillow, and that's why this thing, the pillow here, can be deleted because which, this word here, has replaced it already. So the correct sentence becomes the pillow which I slept on at the hotel last night made my neck hurt. Okay, here comes the correct answer. Now we can also delete its sentence. We can also cross out its sentence because it's used already. So here comes all the answers.